Welcome to another inspiring episode of Home and Harmony, where we transform living spaces into havens of beauty and tranquility. Today, we're diving into the enchanting world of Chinoise Spring interior design, a style that captures the essence of Eastern aesthetics with a contemporary twist. Have you ever wondered how to bring that perfect balance of exotic elegance and practical comfort into your apartment? By the end of this video, you'll have all the tools to create your own Chinoise-inspired sanctuary that feels both luxurious and livable. The journey we're about to embark on will transform how you see pattern, color, and form in your home, giving you countless ideas to elevate your space, regardless of its size or your budget. If you're ready to infuse your apartment with the serene beauty of Eastern design principles reimagined for modern living, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our weekly design inspirations. As we explore this stunning style together, I'd love to hear which elements speak to you the most. Drop a comment below about which Chinoise elements you're most excited to incorporate into your own home. Now let's begin our exploration of this timeless yet fresh design approach that's making waves in contemporary interior styling. At its heart, Chinoise design is more than just a visual style. It's a philosophy that embraces harmony, balance, and the profound relationship between nature and human habitation. This design tradition draws from centuries of Chinese aesthetic principles, where each element serves both a practical purpose and contributes to the overall spiritual balance of the space. The cornerstone of authentic Chinoise design lies in its reverence for natural materials, bamboo, silk, porcelain, and lacquered wood, elements that bring tangible connections to the earth into your living environment. Color plays a pivotal role in creating the Chinoise atmosphere, with traditional schemes centering around rich reds symbolizing good fortune, imperial yellows representing power, serene blues evoking tranquility, and jade greens celebrating life and renewal, all balanced against clean whites or deep blacks for dramatic contrast. What makes Chinoise Spring design particularly special is its emphasis on renewal and growth, incorporating floral motifs of cherry blossoms, peonies, and plum flowers that symbolize rebirth and the vibrant energy of new beginnings. The modern interpretation we're exploring today maintains these traditional values while adapting them to contemporary living needs, creating spaces that feel timeless yet perfectly attuned to today's lifestyle demands. Proving that centuries-old design wisdom can beautifully address our modern desire for spaces that feel both meaningful and functional. Follow these simple yet powerful steps to transform your space into an Eastern-inspired sanctuary that balances traditional elements with fresh contemporary flair. Step 1. Start with a clean, neutral canvas. Begin by clearing your space of clutter and establishing a serene foundation with soft whites, creams, or pale grays on your walls. This essential first step creates the peaceful backdrop that allows your Chinoise elements to shine without competition. If painting isn't an option, use large neutral textiles like curtains or slipcovers to achieve the same effect. Step 2. Introduce your Chinoise color palette layer in your signature spring colors strategically. Incorporate soft jade green through accessories like vases or cushions. Add cherry blossom pink with textile accents, and include touches of traditional red in small doses through lacquered boxes or decorative objects. Remember that restraint is key. These colors should appear as thoughtful accents rather than dominant elements. Step 3. Incorporate natural materials and textures. Introduce bamboo, silk, porcelain, and light woods throughout your space. Start with a bamboo room divider or blinds. Add silk cushions to your existing furniture. Place a porcelain ginger jar on your coffee table, and consider a small wooden accent table with subtle Asian-inspired lines. These natural elements create the authentic sensory experience essential to Chinoise design. Step 3. Add botanical elements and pattern. Bring the essence of spring indoors with cherry blossom branches in a tall vase, orchids, or even high-quality silk florals if maintenance is a concern. Introduce patterns thoughtfully through a single statement rug, cushions featuring traditional motifs, or framed textile art showcasing classic Chinese designs like cloud patterns or stylized landscapes. Step 4. Layer your lighting for ambiance. Complete your Chinoise Spring transformation with properly layered lighting. Incorporate paper lanterns for diffused overhead light. Add ceramic table lamps with silk shades for mid-level illumination, and include candles in porcelain holders for intimate evening atmosphere. This strategic approach to lighting instantly elevates your space and creates the serene mood that defines Chinoise design. The magic of Chinoise Spring design begins with a thoughtfully curated color palette that evokes both tranquility and sophisticated elegance in equal measure. Start with a foundation of soft whites and creams for your walls and larger furniture pieces, creating a serene canvas that allows specialty items to shine while maintaining an airy, spacious feel, even in smaller apartments. Layer this neutral base with strategic pops of color that define the Chinoise Spring aesthetic. Soft jade greens that recall new foliage, delicate cherry blossom pinks that bring warmth and femininity, and occasional accents of deep vermilion. Red that grounds the space with traditional Chinese symbolism of prosperity and joy. When selecting materials, prioritize natural elements that create a sensory richness throughout your space. Silk or linen curtains that catch the light beautifully. Bamboo blinds that filter sunlight to create dappled patterns across your floors. And wool rugs with subtle Chinoise patterns that add texture underfoot without overwhelming the visual composition. Wood elements should feature prominently, with lighter finishes like natural ash or maple for spring-inspired freshness, perhaps accented with occasional pieces in deeper rosewood or black lacquer for that authentic Eastern influence. The balance of these materials creates a multi-dimensional experience that engages all senses. The smooth coolness of porcelain against the warmth of wood, the delicate rustle of silk against the substantial weight of carved stone accents, resulting in spaces that feel curated rather than decorated, with a thoughtful approach to every texture and finish that creates a cohesive atmosphere of refined tranquility. The furniture choices in your Chinoise Spring apartment serve as the foundational elements that bridge functionality with the distinctive Eastern aesthetic we're cultivating. Begin by embracing the principle of less is more. Select fewer, higher quality pieces rather than filling your space with numerous items, allowing each carefully chosen piece to breathe and make its statement within the composition. Seek out clean-lined sofas and chairs in neutral tones, perhaps with subtle silk cushions in spring-inspired patterns, complemented by occasional tables featuring elegant proportions. Look for designs with slightly curved edges or subtle fretwork, details that reference traditional Chinese carpentry without becoming overly ornate. The placement of furniture follows the ancient principle of feng shui, arranging pieces to create a natural flow of energy throughout your space. Avoid positioning furniture in ways that block pathways or create sharp corners pointing toward seating areas, instead creating conversation groupings that facilitate both intimate discussions and comfortable entertaining. Incorporate at least one statement piece that serves as a focal point, perhaps a beautifully proportioned cabinet with traditional hardware, a distinctive console table with subtle Asian influences, or a contemporary interpretation of a Chinese daybed that offers both seating and a platform for displaying treasured objects. When selecting dining furniture, consider a round table which symbolizes unity and facilitates conversation, paired with chairs that blend comfort with elegant silhouettes, perhaps with backs that echo the graceful curves found in traditional Chinese architecture. The beauty of Chinoise Spring furniture lies in its perfect marriage of form and function, creating a living environment that supports modern life while surrounding you with pieces that carry cultural significance and visual harmony, proving that practicality need never come at the expense of beauty in a well-designed home. The soul of Chinoise Spring design reveals itself through thoughtfully chosen accessories that transform a pleasant space into an extraordinary one, with each item selected not merely for decoration, but for its contribution to the overall narrative of your home. Ceramic ginger jars in blue and white patterns make perfect statement pieces, their elegant silhouettes bringing authentic Asian influence while functioning as artistic vessels for spring branches, or as standalone sculptural elements, grouped in asymmetrical arrangements. Incorporate botanical elements that celebrate the renewal of spring, cherry blossom branches in tall celadon vases, delicate orchids that thrive in indirect light, or artistic arrangements of bamboo that bring vertical interest to corners while symbolizing strength and flexibility in Chinese culture. Textiles offer another layer of chinois character through strategically placed silk cushions featuring embroidered motifs of birds, blossoms, or bamboo, perhaps layered with simpler linen pieces for textural contrast, while a carefully selected area rug anchors your seating arrangement with subtle Chinese-inspired patterns rendered in soft spring hues. Lighting plays a crucial role in the chinoise atmosphere, with paper lanterns creating soft, diffused illumination that evokes the gentle glow of traditional Chinese homes, complemented by ceramic table lamps with custom silk shades in solid colors that echo your accent palette. Wall art should be selected with particular care. Consider framed silk panels, delicate rice paper paintings of nature scenes, or contemporary interpretations of traditional Chinese landscape paintings that create windows into ethereal vistas, arranged asymmetrically rather than in rigid symmetry to create visual interest while maintaining the sense of balance so central to Eastern design principles. These thoughtfully curated details work together to create a sensory tapestry that feels cohesive rather than cluttered, with each element contributing to the Chinoise Spring narrative while allowing negative space to remain an equally important design element, creating rooms that feel both complete and peacefully uncluttered. Bringing Chinoise Spring elements into your apartment becomes even more meaningful when you incorporate personalized DIY projects that connect you more deeply to your space while adding authentic character that mass-produced items simply cannot provide. Create your own statement wall art by purchasing inexpensive stretched canvas and applying a solid background in a soft jade green or cherry blossom pink. Then use gold paint pens to draw simplified motifs of spring branches, birds, or traditional Chinese symbols. Frame these pieces in simple black frames for a high-end custom look that reflects your personal interpretation of Chinoise aesthetics. Transform plain ceramic vases or lamp bases with decoupage techniques using rice paper printed with traditional Chinese patterns, finishing with several layers of clear varnish for a lacquer-like appearance that mimics expensive collectibles while expressing your creative vision. Ordinary throw pillows become Chinoise treasures when you embellish them with iron-on patches featuring Asian-inspired designs. Or for those with basic sewing skills, add trim in contrasting colors along the edges to reference the detailed craftsmanship found in traditional Chinese textiles. Create your own room divider by mounting decorative paper panels featuring subtle spring motifs onto a folding frame, instantly defining separate areas in your apartment while adding authentic Chinoise architectural elements that can be repositioned as needed. For a weekend project with dramatic impact, consider creating a feature wall using a simple Chinese lattice pattern stencil and paint in a slightly deeper shade than your base wall color, creating architectural interest and depth without the permanence or expense of actual millwork. These personalized elements not only add authentic character to your Chinoise Spring apartment, but also create conversation pieces that tell the story of your personal connection to this elegant design tradition, proving that the most meaningful homes combine respected design principles with heartfelt personal expression that cannot be replicated through purchased items alone. As we conclude our journey through Chinoise Spring apartment design, remember that the true essence of this style extends beyond visual elements into a holistic approach to harmonious living that can transform not just your space, but your daily experience within it. The Chinoise philosophy invites us to create homes that support mindful living, spaces that encourage moments of tranquility through dedicated areas for contemplation, perhaps a small meditation corner with a comfortable floor cushion positioned near natural light, surrounded by a few treasured objects that inspire reflection rather than distraction. Embrace the seasonal aspect of Chinoise Spring design by establishing rituals that celebrate renewal, perhaps regularly replacing floral arrangements with what's freshly blooming, rotating artwork to feature spring-themed pieces during this season, or incorporating subtle scents of jasmine or green tea that evoke Eastern gardens awakening after winter. The functionality of your space takes on new meaning when viewed through the Chinoise lens, with organization becoming not just practical but philosophical, creating thoughtful storage solutions that maintain visual serenity while supporting your daily activities and arranging possessions according to how they serve both practical needs and contribute to the overall energy of your home. As you live with your Chinoise Spring design, allow it to evolve organically rather than remaining static. Add elements that resonate with you over time, remove what no longer serves your vision, and rearrange occasionally to maintain the fresh energy that is so central to this design tradition. If today's exploration has inspired you to bring elements of Chinoise Spring design into your own home, I invite you to become part of our Home and Harmony community by subscribing to our channel. Each week we explore different design traditions and how they can enhance our modern lives through thoughtful adaptation rather than strict replication. Leave a comment sharing which elements of Chinoise design speak most strongly to you, or tag us in photos of your own Eastern-inspired spaces so we can celebrate your creativity with our community. Until next time, may your home be filled with harmony, beauty, and the fresh, renewing energy of Chinoise Spring design, creating not just rooms, but experiences that nurture your well-being every day.